Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be making some bass riffs, Psytrance bass riffs or bass grooves, and we're going to be assisted by this plugin called Riffer by Audiomodern. So it's basically a random MIDI generator where you just click on this dice button here and it generates a bunch of random MIDI for you. First things first, you can choose your root note from this region here, and I'll go with D. And as for the scales, there's a bunch to choose from. You just click here and you get this whole menu. So I'll go with the Locrian mode for now. And on the right hand side, there's a few tabs to look out for. The first one being the pitch, which is right here. The second one is the duration of each of these MIDI notes. And as you see, it's a different duration for each of the notes. And whenever you generate a new pattern, the duration values are also going to be different, which is not good. We want them to be stable for the sake of the bass line. So to move all of these in unison, I use this slider here and bring it to say 90. And to lock it in its current state, we click on this lock button here to make sure that no other values are generated. Moving on to the velocity section, we'll do the same. Bring all the velocities to 100 and lock them as well. The same with the density. Bring these nodes down and lock it. Let's go back to the pitch section now. So the range that it's going to be sending out MIDI from is between C3 and C4 by default. And you can choose your own custom range by using this slider. So I'll go down to say something between D1 and D2. And now if we click on generate, so it's going to generate a pattern within this particular range, like so. So yeah. Now this is basically a bar's worth of MIDI, and each of these cell blocks is a 16th in the bar. So the first cell block over here, this one over here, this is where basically the kick is going to be. So I've placed a MIDI note wherever the kick is going to be, and I'm going to click on these again to gray them out. And once they're grayed out, this just ensures that no MIDI is sent out in this position. And further, I'll go ahead and lock these in their place. And now whenever I generate a new MIDI pattern, these will remain in the same place. So next to each kick is the first bass note, which I'll put in the MIDI for and lock these in place as well. So the first bass line note is going to be in our root key, but you can definitely experiment, with having these unlocked so you can get some more unexpected and crazy results. So now that we have a kick and the first bass note locked in place, we can generate a new pattern like so. So this is the pattern that we've got. To receive it on a MIDI track for the bass, we go into the routing options here and choose Riffer as the input on both the slots and arm the track. So I'm going to be using Mute Productions Night's Eye bass pack for this example for the video. These are pretty professional quality samples and racks. You can definitely check those out if you haven't already. So yeah, let's have a listen to this bass riff. Not bad for the first attempt. So yeah, we can, if you like this particular MIDI loop, you can drag it onto your timeline directly by clicking here and just dragging it out onto the timeline like so. So we have our first bass loop. So I'm going to now save this preset as something like bass D and click on save. So whenever I'm writing a track in the key of D, I can just recall this preset and I can click generate till I get something for the next track. Yeah, it's basically as easy as that, and you get unique results every time you click here. And in no time you can have your own MIDI pack for bass lines. Cheers guys, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.